An update of social protection system tops discussions of 9th meeting of ESQA experts in Muscat. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the occasion of the Foundation Day. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Cyril Errol Charles, Governor General of St. Lucia, on the occasion of his country's Independence Day anniversary. The Sultanate of Oman expressed its regret over the UN Security Council's failure to issue a resolution for ceasefire in the Gaza Strip as a result of the repeated use of veto that hampered the resolution. In a statement issued by the Foreign Ministry today, the Sultanate of Oman reiterated its plea for the international community and the Security Council to facilitate all initiatives to implement an immediate ceasefire in the region. It urged the Security Council not to stand in the way of peace. The Sultanate of Oman also urged friendly countries to put into practice their positions and statements that support the establishment of peace. It called upon all to translate those positions into a just humanitarian reality. The activities of the 28th edition of the Muscat International Book Fair began today. Al-Zahira Governorate will be the guest of honor of the exhibition in this edition. There will be a special pavilion to introduce the intellectual and cultural history of Al-Zahira Governorate, and an expanded set of cultural programs, activities and events will be implemented throughout the days of the exhibition. 847 publishing houses from 34 countries are participating in this year's session, which continues until the 2nd of next March. Palestine will be present in the cultural scene of the exhibition through events and activities, and the exhibition will also host an elite group of prominent intellectuals and media figures. The opening ceremony will be held this evening at Oman Convention and Exhibition Center under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saeed Al-Ma'mari, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs. The Sultanate of Oman, represented by the Ministry of Social Development, hosted the 9th meeting of the expert team concerned with reforming social protection systems in the Arab region under the Economic and Social Commission for Western Asia, ESQA, of the United Nations in Muscat. The two-day meeting aims to familiarize experts with the most important legislations, services, and social protection and care programs provided by the Sultanate of Oman to various segments of society. The meeting seeks to exchange experiences and benefit from the organization's experts in qualifying and training specialists at the Ministry of Social Development on how to prepare specialized international reports, monitor and analyze data, draw up strategic plans and legislations, and collaborate in preparing an integrated platform to monitor all expenses for social services provided by the Sultanate of Oman to various groups. The event was held under the patronage of Her Excellency Dr. Layla bint Ahmed Al-Najjar, Minister of Social Development. The Environment of Law Conference and the Sustainable Development Plan 2030 for the Middle East and North Africa concluded their works today in Sohar University in the Wilaya of Sohar in North Al-Batna Governorate, stressing the importance of adopting an environmental training and education plan and the significant roles of education and environmental research for the targeted region in this conference. The conference also produced several recommendations, including the importance of environmental law education to expedite the global achievement of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, with a focus on the role of higher education in advancing the SDGs in the Middle East and North Africa region. Participants in the conference recommended the integration of environmental law into higher education curricula, inviting environmental law professors in the Middle East and North Africa to utilize resources and programs from the United Nations Environment Programme to enhance environmental law and sustainable development goals in the region. The conference, held at Sohar University in North Al Batna Governorate, saw the participation of dignitaries from environmental ministries, environmental organizations, educational institutions, and representatives from Gulf and regional institutions. The engineering services at the Ministry of Defense celebrated its annual day, which falls on the 15th of February every year. The celebration, held at the Military Technical College, began with a documentary highlighting the roles and responsibilities entrusted to the engineering services in supporting the Sultan's armed forces and their developmental efforts. The event also featured a presentation of traditional Omani arts and a meaningful theatrical performances. At the conclusion of the occasion, His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen al-Shriqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, who presided over the event, honored several distinguished members of the engineering services at the Ministry of Defense. Omantel launched the National Cloud Project yesterday at an event hosted by the Royal Opera House, Muscat. More details in the following report.
To keep pace with leading technologies worldwide and to serve the technological development witnessed by the Sultanate of Oman in accordance with the goals and policies in the technical field, Omantel launched the National Cloud Project.
Oman and Omantel in particular are nicely positioned for this for many reasons. Their previous experience in cloud for the service for the storage, as well as their capability of networking and proper connectivity to the rest of the world.
The inauguration of the National Cloud is a transformative collaboration between Omantel and Huawei. This is a cloud service that is segregated from the rest of the services that are available today in the market, in the sense it's not only hosting infrastructure but also providing computation as well as solutions that will aid the new wave of services from AI to other services that we are launching.
The National Cloud Project signifies a qualitative shift in enhancing business growth and economic prosperity. The project aims to rent access to computing resources, as in storage, databases and softwares, instead of owning them. These resources are hosted in Omantel's data centers and are accessible via the internet or dedicated links.
Together with Omantel, by this National Cloud, we are enabling our customers, our enterprise, no matter it's from the initial stage, like open the website and enabling the email services, to even advanced digital journey, like providing the super apps, advanced services. We give them the full one-stop service.
It is noteworthy to mention that cloud technology represented in the National Cloud offers several benefits, including data sovereignty, flexibility and scalability, cost effectiveness represented by paying only for the resources used, enhanced security, innovation, collaboration and teamwork, improved IT management, and finally, greater global access and seamless operations across different regions.
The Ministry of Heritage and Tourism, in collaboration with the Embassy of the Sultanate of Oman in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, organized the event Oman from a 360-degree perspective to introduce the investment opportunities in the tourism sector in the Sultanate of Oman and promote them in the Saudi market. The focus of the event was on highlighting existing and ongoing tourism projects and related services. Ministry partners across various sectors presented them to investors, aiming to strengthen the partnership between the tourism institutions in Oman and Saudi Arabia. The meeting included visual presentations by participating entities and bilateral meetings between representatives of tourism development institutions and their counterparts in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The event was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Faisal bin Turki Al Saeed, the accredited ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, with the participation of relevant authorities, tourism companies, and investors. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Art Charisma exhibition is inaugurated at Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. At the port of Duqm, a virtual training was conducted to address oil pollution as part of activating the emergency management plan for combating oil pollution. The training included a scenario of virtual oil spill in the port area and the methods for containing the leakage using the latest pollution control technologies. The training also involved deploying the response team and specialized equipment to protect pollution sites and equipment for extracting and separating oil from seawater to ensure no environmental pollution occurs. The launch of the training was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al-Snaidi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones. Sultan Qaboos University and the United Arab Emirates University, in their joint meeting held today, discussed a number of common topics of interest to both universities. More details in the following report.
In its 32nd meeting, the joint committee between Sultan Qaboos University and the United Arab Emirates University convened today to discuss mutual interest. Chaired by Dr. Muna bint Fahad Al Saeed, Assistant Vice Chancellor for International Cooperation at Sultan Qaboos University, and Professor Dr. Ahmed Ali Murad from the UAE University. The meeting reviewed the previous recommendations and addressing upcoming collaborations. These include Sultan Qaboos University's participation in the second International Conference on Water Resources Management in Dry Areas, as well as involvement in the 9th UAE Conference for Graduate Students Research. Additionally, discussions focused on research proposals for 2024, a joint study on climate change and its impacts on the Gulf of Oman, and the allocation of an annual budget for research cooperation in legal education through moot courts and legal clinics, as well as plans for students' exchange programs in the academic year 2024-2025 were also on the agenda. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The Municipal Council meeting was held in Al-Dakhiliya Governorate in its second session of the second year of the third term. The Council discussed the proposed location for the request to establish a special Olympic shooting club in the Heritage District area in the Wilaya of Nizwa and the proposal to activate the industrial zone Masadira in the Wilaya of Manah. With regard to the labor sector and expatriate workers, the Council reviewed the testimony of the Director General of Labor in Al-Dakhiliya Governorate regarding the phenomenon of expatriate workers working in cafes and mobile kiosks in the Governorate's wilayas. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Khilal bin Saeed bin Hamdan Al-Hajri, Governor of Al-Dakhiliya and Chairman of the Municipal Council. The Sultanate of Oman, represented by the National Center for Financial Information, has obtained membership at Egmont International Group of Financial Information Units. This was unveiled during the group's General Assembly meeting held in the Republic of Malta. Oman's joining this group will consolidate the national system for combating money laundering and terrorism financing. The step will boost the exchange of information related to suspicious transactions, notably through communication between the center and its counterpart units in member states. The National Center for Financial Information will also benefit from training programs and workshops that are organized by the group to develop the capabilities of affiliate specialists. Activities of the Naval Drill Sea Lion 1 over 2024 began today. It is implemented by the Royal Navy of Oman RNO in the Sea of Oman with the support of the Royal Air Force of Oman and the Maritime Security Center. The exercise began with a briefing on the drills plan presented by Commodore Jassim bin Mohammed Leblouchi, Director General of Operations and Plans at the RNO. Carrying out this drill comes within the framework of the RNO annual training plans, which aim to sustain preparedness. The first national seminar on aviation safety organized by the Royal Air Force of Oman concluded with the participation of various relevant entities and institutions. The seminar aimed to enhance public awareness of aviation safety concepts and exchange practical and scientific experiences among the participating entities. The goal was to work to reduce risk factors, overcome challenges, and improve practices related to aviation safety within the airspace of the Sultanate of Oman and its aviation environment. The seminar included several lectures discussing papers presented by specialists and participants from relevant institutions and entities in Oman concerned with aviation safety. The discussions aimed to derive recommendations and maximize the benefits from this event. The closing ceremony of the seminar was held under the auspices of Air Commodore Khalid bin Mohammed Al-Abri, Director General of Operations at the Royal Air Force of Oman. Two military delegations from the Arab Republic of Egypt visited the Military Technical College. The guests comprised the delegation from the Military Academy for Postgraduate and Strategic Studies. During the visit, the two delegations were briefed on the MTC and its various educational facilities. They also toured the college's departments. The two delegations also visited the Maritime Security Center, MSC. During this visit, the guests were briefed on the roles and tasks carried out by the center in the safety of the maritime environment. They also toured the MSC's facilities and viewed its latest equipment and technologies. Sultan Qaboos University, represented by Bioethics Committee, organized the 11th Intellectual Forum entitled Ethical Aspects Related to the Family, Reality and Challenges in the presence of His Highness Sayyid Dr. Fahd bin Al-Julanda Al Saeed, Vice Chancellor of Sultan Qaboos University. More details in the following report.
Sultan Qaboos University's National Bioethics Committee convened the 11th Forum, delving into ethical aspects related to the family, reality and challenges. This platform facilitated robust discussions on pressing societal issues, notably addressing two key topics: sex reassignment operations and the prevention of sexually transmitted diseases within familial context. Central to the forum agendas was the meticulous examination of sex reassignment operations, emphasizing their medical necessity only in cases of ambiguous gender, not for individuals experiencing gender dysphoria. It was highlighted that gender dysphoria, a psychological condition where individuals reject their assigned gender, does not align with religious, societal norms and cultural sensitivities. As such, practices are discouraged within the cultural framework of Oman. Moreover, discussions underscored the paramount importance of safeguarding families from the pervasive threat of STDs. Participants emphasized the necessity of moral commitment within legal marriages and advocated for proactive measures and educational initiatives to mitigate STDs' prevalence within communities. These deliberations aimed to cultivate a culture of health consciousness and mutual respect with familial context aligning with Oman's cultural values and religious principles. The outcome of the forum extend beyond academic discourse, directly informing national legislation and policy formulation processes by providing comprehensive recommendations rooted in Oman's cultural heritage. The forum seeks to advance healthcare practices and promote ethical standards within the broader societal framework. Following extensive deliberations and discussions, the forum participants have formulated a set of recommendations.
Alhamdulillah, we have had a very fruitful symposium today, and we came up with very important recommendations. As a National Bioethics Committee, we plan to implement these recommendations through several channels. The most important one is to realize that these recommendations are multi-sectorial, so we are going to communicate with different sectors that are in relation to these recommendations, like Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Law, Ministry of Labor, and other institutions. We have a short-term and long-term initial plan of implementation, and definitely that will be communicated with relevant authorities.
The National Bioethics Committee's dedication to healthcare improvement and upholding societal values is evident through past initiatives such as early medical examination programs. Building upon this legacy, the committee remains steadfast in its pursuit of crafting evidence-based solutions that resonate with the ethos of Omani society.
A specialized medical team at the National Center for Cardiac Medicine and Surgery at the Royal Hospital succeeded in performing 3 device implantations to treat her heart arrhythmia for the first time at Nizwa Hospital. These operations are an important achievement for Nizwa Hospital as they contribute to improving the quality of health services provided to patients and reduce the need to transfer them to other hospitals. This step comes within the efforts of the Ministry of Health to expand the scope of its specialized medical services and provide them to patients in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. This new service offers hope to many heart patients in Ad-Dakhliya Governorate as it helps them overcome heart rhythm disturbances and improve their quality of life. The Art Charisma exhibition was inaugurated yesterday at the Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah in Ad-Dakhliya Governorate. The exhibition, which came within the community's partnership endeavors of the Parents' Council in the Wilaya of Manah, showcases a host of artworks from various schools of fine arts.
Fantastic showcase of the creative talents of students. The exhibition, which was inaugurated at the Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah, presented a stunning collection of 63 sophisticated paintings and artworks, highlighting various aspects of the Omani national identity, the richness of the local environment, and its cultural and social components.
The art that we have here is typographic. Typographic art is art of arranging the letters in the way and that makes the copy legible, clear, and visually appealing. Typographic art has massive power to deliver a message when we use it in the right way. A proper combination of style, size, and line spacing. There is nothing you cannot express with it. The letters are awesome, not only because they express so many emotions, but also because they possess the ability to trick our eyes.
The exhibition featured an array of artworks that incorporated technology, including paintings that were created using artificial intelligence techniques, as well as pieces that showcased Arabic calligraphy, wall paintings, and pencil drawings.
In my painting, I choose a camel because it's a famous animal in Omani environment. I use acrylic colors plus AI to draw my painting. My painting show the importance of camel in Omani environment.
The exhibition provided an immersive experience for visitors by showcasing the blend of technology and art. It also paid tribute to Oman's diverse cultural heritage, making it a remarkable display. The artworks displayed exhibit an exceptional degree of skill, showcasing the promise of up-and-coming artists poised to make meaningful contributions to the country's fine art scene. From Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah, Saleh Bukhalfan Al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. His Majesty the Sultan greets the custodian of the two holy mosques on the Foundation Day. The Sultanate of Oman expresses its strong disappointment and regret over the failure of the UN Security Council to issue a ceasefire